Good morning from North Miami. It's so beautiful outside today. After I make this video, I think I'm just gonna go for a long walk with my dog, or maybe I take my van to go somewhere, stay overnight. I don't know, one thing about staying in the forest, I got a lot of protection, but I think I need to face my fear about these noises. Like, no, like, I get afraid still by myself in the dark. Anyway, my video today is about your immortal enemy. Stick around because I will tell you what it is in the middle of this video somewhere. But you don't have to, you don't want to, of course. On the channel, you do as you please. However, do you know when Jesus Christ on the cross and he said, Father, please forgive them because they don't know what they're doing? Do you know why he said that? I think we all have interpretation of what Jesus really means, and it's me too. Um, but this is the answers I kind of get. Um, Jesus say that because your immortal enemy is a true crown of everything happened in this planet. Uh, because you by yourself, you wouldn't do any of those things, or you wouldn't think any of those things. So obviously, there is something that cover your eyes, cover your hearts, cover your soul that make you forget who you are. But I would name it. Don't worry. So that's what he said that because for as long as you still wear that, you will not know what love really means or what anything really means. So you are covered by lies and you don't know it. There is a cult, okay, coven, witches, warlock. I'm not saying they're not real. Yes, they are, and they can inflict a lot of damage if they want to. On any group, they're evils and they're good people, so we cannot just say anything to get to know them, right? We cannot say, well, all the witches covens are bad or all warlocks are bad. No, I cannot say that. Or all shamans are good or masters are good. No, I cannot say that either. You're just gonna have to get to know people, right? You just cannot sit in the corner of your house, your home, and say, I don't think that person is good. No, please don't do that. Let's change the word one person at a time. Let's get to know people first before we make judgmental call on them, right? Let me get back to these witches and covens because I went through it with them recently. Some of these are like a occult group, like very secretive group. For some reason, they single me out. I guess because of the association. Maybe somebody that know me knows them, something like that. They believe I am an enemy of their group because maybe I change somebody in their group. Maybe somebody watch my video and become somebody else overnight. And they say, no, we want him to be the same, or we want her to be the same. We don't want them to change because it's easy to manipulate them. Easy to manipulate people when they are thinking one way because they be manipulated. And then when they wake up, the people that manipulate her didn't like it, of course, right? So when so these people just although inside being told the head of the Chris group, he's the what kind of head dude, his intuition or his guide telling him do not touch this person, but yet he allow other people to touch her as long as it's not him, right? I don't know. This story kind of blur, okay? Just a metaphor. So if it's match your situation, I'm sorry. I don't know who you are, so but whoever resonate know what I'm talking about. All right, so the people think that they can take my destiny. They say, well, I just like that person, the way they look, the way they sound, the way they talk. I like to take their destiny. Or I'm just gonna stand witchcraft to make them kill themselves. I don't want to live anymore because can you imagine somebody sitting there in the corner of their house or their coven, wherever they're at, and say that they're gonna send something to make somebody have a suicide thought? Like, how could you do that, right? You think because that enemy that we're talking about earlier, because you have that enemy close to your chest. Therefore, you have lost the origin of your being, which is love, which is love. So I hope this video reach people that afraid to take action on the name of love, because love is the only thing I feel. Loving yourself. That's why the source just so adamantly advise us that we need to love ourselves, because from there many things, wonderful things can happen. On the chart of frequency, love is one of the highest next to joy. Because when you had a kind of thought, I want to take her destiny because I want to be like her. You don't want to do any work. You just want to do dirty thing. I just want to do quick and easy. Send witchcraft, which I don't even do. Maybe I go hire somebody to do that for me because I'm just so lazy. I don't want to do anything to earn that place. And you pay whoever that help you. You think that you can just stand at that frequency and survive. If you have that kind of thought, you cannot survive in that frequency. It's so high, you're gonna be done. Your mind, oh, you cannot know what to raise up. This require work to be able to give love. It is a sacred uh things that we all have. You have the choice to give love or to give hate. That is source. That's a rule of this universe. What you shall say you read, right? Something like that. It's a very equally give and take society of the 3D. And so to take somebody because you don't want to do the work, it's not going to happen. Maybe you get for 1 second, you're going to be tossed back the other way, so far back because you are touching. If somebody so high and you're trying to switch the destiny with that person without doing any work, do you think you can survive being there? Not, I don't think so. I don't think so. So, but by the thought that you are saying, I want to be like that person, or I want them to kill themselves, or I want them to unalive them, to do many ways, to do witchcraft, to do the dirty work for you, it may have been gone unnoticed for some people that had no tsunami behind them. What happened? You reach somebody that had the whole universe back them up, because this is not one person anymore. It is a mission. It is a call out to love, right? And you can destroy love to put your hate there. So if you even have that thought, you know that you are very low. You need to work on yourself. Now, let me tell you another story that I encountered with myself, and I will go back to who is your enemy. When I was on the path, this is very early on in my life. I was in the Supreme Master Symmetry High retreat. I went there, I was really cocky. That was one of the biggest ego of my life. I am the it factor. I am the everything. And then I raise my hand. I object to master. When I got here, the people were so slow taking my luggage. I complained at a retreat. Can you imagine? My master scolded me. Oh my God. I wish I had a hole in front of me so I could crawl underneath that and just die and never get up. But I had to stand there and take it. When the master scold at you, she took away many years of meditation to get where you need to be. It would have taken me maybe 5 more lifetimes to get rid of that ego. It was that huge. Because Master scolded me in front of everybody. It slashed my ego into like, maybe I still have some, but it's very much diminished. I was so embarrassed for several days after that. I couldn't even go out and see anybody. I was just hiding inside my van. And my master, because she's a real authentic master. She sent someone to look for me because she know I'm hiding. How does she know? I don't know. Yes, she does. She did. But I'm still hiding, and they don't go into the van and check on you. They call on you. They come next to my van and say, "Who is in there? Can you get out? Go meditate." I just didn't move. I was so embarrassed, but it saved me years of meditation. And then I start improve my life. I can feel that my level moving up and up, and my energy changed, right? Of course. I mean, the people who knew me back then know me like, say, my gosh, she's changing. Something is happening to her. Yes, yeah, but not because I didn't do any work. Master cooperated with me because my soul wanted desperately for me to change. My soul agreed for me to go through that embarrassment. Without that, it would take me years. So your immortal enemies is your ego. The more ego you have, the more love, the less love you have. And you, with the ego, you think you're going to conquer the world, but you're not. You are not going to conquer anything unless you conquer yourself. The ego would show you that you need material success to feel something about yourself. But in reality, when by even think like that, your self-worth is so low that you need to work on it because self-worth is the key to your success, to your making money in life. And to see the, to hear the accolades from others who doesn't give a crap about you, who doesn't really love you at all, they just want to say that to take your money, to take your love that you are able to give, your ego, when Jesus Christ on the cross saying that, Father, they don't know what they're doing. No, you don't know, because you have the ego. For the riches in covenant, then other people think that they're gonna come and they're gonna send me the death threats and and thought and gonna make me go crazy and kill myself. That's the most unloving act anybody can do to anybody. But the ego didn't say that to them. The ego said, "Yeah, I'm the one who take her down. I'm the one who did this. I'm the one who did that." But you are wrong. You cannot take anybody anything that is not rightfully belong to you. You just can't. Maybe temporarily you think you can, but you are hurting yourself so much more. So your enemy is your ego. When you feel so afraid to speak to someone, it's your ego. Because your ego does not want you to see the real you, which is a lovable you. It takes courage to show your true color. It takes courage to be yourself, which is no ego involved. Because in under source's feet, we are all immortal spiritual beings. And he told me, of course, it's not equally created, which we thought we were equally created. No, we're not. Somebody create more soul than the other. That's by design that he did that. Because, oh, it's so boring. But he wants to know, source wants to know why you do something, why you choose this, why you choose that. So, so my advice to you is, if you're afraid to speak out the loving words to somebody, is it because you don't think you're worth it? You need to work on your self-worth, because here's the thing. If you're gonna have to choose between love and money, then your ego is so big. You need to slash the ego. There's no choice when it comes to love. When the universe sends you true love, you should be so thankful and on your knee. I am so thankful that you sent me this. And by not following your heart, your ego is so big. When you have that kind of ego, it's only sustained how far on the level up. So instead of making 100 million, you make 10 million and you think you have good enough. You could have 100 million if you shown your heart. Because it takes extreme courage, extreme loving heart to show love. So conclusion of my video, which is like the longest ever on the channel, is like almost 15 minutes. Your immortal enemy is your ego. So when there is the ego, there's no love, and love is the highest frequency of all. Love is where the manifestation is. Without love, your manifestation is mediocre. You could have been better, you could have been bigger, you could have been larger than life, and yet you are letting the ego, which is so small. You are the soul, and the ego is only this very small part of your 3D. And you are sacrificed the growing of your soul for the tiny bit of accolade from others. So I invite you, everyone who watches me right now, go back to your heart. The love is powerful. The minute that you confess your love to somebody, you got it made. If that person is stupid enough to say no to you, trust it. Someone else, much bigger heart will come to your life. So just don't let the fear stop you from living the largest life that you can ever live on this planet. It's go against love, and you are what they call the, how to say, embody all love. So until we meet again, I hope that you have the most powerful day ever. It is to start loving yourself. If you're not able to love others yet in this moment, which is okay. Loving yourself enough to say no to these ego impulses. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.